Dun, 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 dun. I mean, I'm doing this for now, bro. I can't. There ain't no jobs here, bro. They ain't nada. They ain't nada. All right, what up, stream? We live. We're playing. Damn, ain't gonna lie, that box is kind of big. Deontay, look what you sent on PSN chat. Why are you sending a PSN chat? Y'all, give me a second. I gotta open up all the chats. We live on Twitch, YouTube, everywhere, I think. Just about. Mathematical. Shimaradical. What is this? Join my party, join my bit boy. I'm on a call, and I know you ain't a single digit IQ, so there's not custom, please. Who is this? You rage baiting people? Bro, why my YouTube not loading? That's mathematical. Oh, it's a story game, Grenier, remember? All bark but no high. Fist little bro. Bruh. Deontay, are you fighting with another guy over an e-girl, bro? You a weird ass motherfucker. Hey, crazy. Rage baiter. Alright. Grenier is clean, bruh. Cause if he smokes, he owes me $10, bruh. That shit signed and notarized. What do you mean he took a... Nah, bruh. He's a whole 24 hours clean. Deontay, what do you mean he took a vacation? Overgrow a garden? Bro, kids be going crazy over grow a garden. I won't blame him. I've seen crash out videos, bro. Roblox motherfuckers. Alright, so, stream. This is an interactive movie. Yeah. So we finna play it. It's got 1-star rating on the App Store. So.
Welcome, investigator. I'm Dr. Eleanor Vaughn, Chief Medical Examiner, and you're about to embark.
Y'all, look at this lady. He said a naughty word. Oh, you got him banned off Roblox?
To uncover the truth.
That's crazy.
Each case holds secrets buried beneath lies, deceit, and pain. Choose wisely, because every decision you make will either bring you.
Why is my YouTube not loading?
Every murder is like the visible tip of an iceberg.
Yo, I want to see why exactly this game has such a low rating.
A journalist's silent scream.
Most of the time they ain't that great, but they ain't that bad.
Who wanted to silence her?
You got him banned on PSN, bro.
Blackwood. A murder in the triangle of
you
money,
foul, bro.
Power, and revenge.
I wouldn't wish a PSN ban for anybody. No, that's a lie.
A mother's death.
I wish a lot of people on PlayStation would get banned.
A silent home beside a sleeping child. Which veil do you lift?
Alright, so is this who we playing as? Alright, yo. We finna play as Thomas Blackwood.
Crime scene
I think.
Showing banker Thomas Blackwood's body found in the Premier Plaza basement.
Oh no, we ain't playing as Thomas Blackwood. This is the first body we looking at.
Scene photographs from the
Better
Premier
find a
Plaza
good
office
offline
where
game.
the body of international
This man out here,
Thomas
bro.
Blackwood
Why
was
would you do
discovered in
that
the
to a little
basement
kid, bro?
The victim was found in a prone position, showing multiple blunt force trauma to the head.
Crazy.
The attack
Hey,
took
but
place in his
if it's his
office.
first
The body was
N-word
later
ban,
transported to
he
the
only got
Scotland
suspended for a day.
Initial examination reveals several
So
defensive
if you
wounds to the
really
victim's
want to get
hands,
him back, rage
indicating
bait
a
him
desperate
tomorrow,
struggle
bro.
before death. The victim's watch,
Get him
which
suspended
was
for
shattered
3
during the
days.
attack, stopped at exactly 21:42, probably due to the force of the impact. The office shows clear signs of a violent struggle, with overturned furniture, shattered glass, and blood spatter patterns.
Oh, his ban is about a day, bro.
These signs suggest the victim fought back fiercely,
If it's his
trying
first
to defend
offense, it's a
himself
day,
before
and
succumbing
then the
to
N-word
repeated
isn't that
strikes.
bad of a thing as it is, you know. It's
Building
not like he
security
sent
logs
porn or
show the
something.
victim's keycard was last used at 1930,
Well, you
marking
know.
his last known movement in the building. The security cameras on the executive floor were disabled between 21 o'clock and 22:15, creating a window of opportunity for the killer. This suggests the attacker had knowledge of the security system, making it more likely the crime was planned and deliberate. I gotta know that, bruh.
I've had 13 PlayStation accounts.
Victim's phone reveals multiple threatening messages regarding a failed investment scheme that cost clients millions. The messages, sent by several different contacts, indicate a growing sense of frustration and anger from those affected. Some of the messages hint at a personal vendetta, suggesting the victim had made powerful enemies in the business world. The storage room, which usually requires separate security access, shows clear signs of tampering with the locking system. This tampering suggests that the perpetrator had specific knowledge of the security protocols in place and may have deliberately bypassed them in order to move the victim's body. It also raises questions about whether the killer had inside knowledge. Autopsy reveals death occurred between 21:30 and 22 o'clock. Several employees reported unusual behavior from the victim in the days leading up to his death, including heated arguments and signs of stress. This suggests potential conflict with a colleague or business partner.
They killed this man because he was an investor scammer.
Have been identified. Lawrence Chen, the head of a rival firm, Maria Delgado, a former client who lost millions of dollars, and Peter Schmidt,
damn, yo, that's kind of crazy. I got a trophy for
each had a motive that raised questions about their involvement in the murder. Investigators are investigating their possible connections to the crime.
As chief medical examiner, I find myself confronted with a fascinating convergence of forensic evidence. The brutality of this crime presents us with distinct investigative pathways, each offering unique insights into the perpetrator's methodology and psychology. Now, choose our primary focus. Review building security logs, technical analysis of access patterns. Examine autopsy findings, detailed forensic pathology. Investigate financial records. Follow the money trail.
Well, I think we gotta. I think we gotta follow the money trail. You know.
Financial records reveal significant fund transfers to offshore accounts, pointing to potential money laundering activities. These transfers, traced back to Lawrence Chen's firm, suggest he may have been involved in illicit financial schemes. Investigators are now focusing on these irregularities as a possible motive for the murder. Maria Delgado's life savings vanished in a fraudulent investment scheme orchestrated by Thomas Blackwood. The substantial financial loss devastated her, leaving her financially ruined and emotionally shattered.
She done lost all her savings.
Delgado had confronted Blackwood multiple times about her lost funds, growing increasingly desperate and angry. This financial betrayal provides a strong motive for revenge, making her a key suspect in the investigation. Evidence from Blackwood's personal files reveals he had been blackmailing multiple clients, including Maria Delgado. He used threats of exposing their financial missteps to force compliance. The discovery of these extortionate on the night of the murder, Delgado's phone GPS data placed him near the building, raising suspicions of his involvement. Although security cameras failed to capture him directly, this absence could mean that he didn't enter the building himself. Instead, it suggests that Delgado may have organized the crime by instructing someone else to carry out the act on his behalf.
Okay.
Security footage confirms Delgado did not enter the building herself. Instead, a person acting on her behalf, likely an assistant, was seen entering in business attire. This raises the question, was this person following Delgado's events that night? After the victim's death, threatening letters sent from Delgado's account were revealed, confirming that Delgado was directly responsible for the ominous threats.
Okay. Can we rewatch this just in case?
Financial records, Maria Delgado's life savings, evidence on the night of security after the
Alright, so we gotta go back. We can go back.
Security logs reveal Peter Schmidt's access card was used after his termination date, indicating unauthorized access.
Alright, so Peter Schmidt.
Camera footage shows Schmidt arguing with victim 2 days before murder. Building maintenance records indicate Schmidt knew blind spots in security system. Schmidt's personal keycard accessed multiple restricted areas night of murder. The security office is plunged into darkness as
I mean,
cameras
bro,
go
at the
offline.
most,
Schmidt launches a swift raid,
this man is
moving with
involved
precision through
somewhere.
the space.
He's
Evidence
either an
shows Schmidt
accomplice,
tampered
he
with
did
backup
it,
security
or
systems,
somebody holding the gun to
disabling
his
key
head.
cameras and alarm triggers. Detailed autopsy reveals unique impact patterns suggesting specialized equipment.
Is that it?
Trace evidence includes high-end carpet fibers from the rival firm's office building, indicating Schmidt may have been at the scene before the murder occurred. The fibers, which match those found on his clothes. The bruising marks on the victim suggest controlled and precise force.
I mean, bro, at this point, it has to be Schmidt. Unless they frame him as a man.
Well-practiced technique, likely targeting vulnerable areas of the body. DNA found under the victim's fingernails matched a profile linking to the attacker. The time of death closely matches Lawrence Chen's known training schedule. This coincidence raises questions about where he was in the critical window for the murder. Given that Chen had a disciplined routine, and that the murder occurred during his regular training session, this timing suggests a possible connection. The victim's defensive wounds suggest the attacker was left-handed, as the strikes appear to come from a dominant left hand.
Stream, we back. We back. What happened? Bro, that Diet Coke is good though. You gotta understand. Alright, stream. Ain't a lot. I didn't get to see this. I don't know which one. No,
Detailed autopsy reveals unique impact patterns, suggesting specialized equipment.
So what happened?
Trace evidence includes high-end carpet fibers from the rival firm's office building.
What else am I supposed to
Schmidt
do?
may have been at the scene before the murder occurred. The fibers, which matched those found on his clothes.
I mean, I got 4 cases of the 24 pack.
Precise force. The specific placement
of Diet Coke. Hell yeah.
Suggests that the attacker used a well-practiced.
What else would I have?
Likely targeting vulnerable areas.
You think I need water to survive? With the amount of Diet Coke I drink in a day, I don't need no water.
Profile linking to the attacker. The time of death closely matches Lawrence Chen's known training schedule.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
And that the murder occurred during his
14, because the one I'm drinking right now.
This timing suggests a possible connection. The victim's defensive wounds
I got kidney stones in my bloodstream.
As the strikes appear to come from a dominant left hand.
I got a higher blood pressure than a black man. All right, y'all.
Another piece of evidence
we rotated.
potentially linked to the killer was the special trophy found in the victim's office.
Yep.
Trace evidence suggests the killer
that
used
was just
the
today.
Elevator to transport the victim's body, likely to avoid detection by the main security cameras. Surveillance footage from inside the elevator shows signs of a struggle, with the victim's blood stains on the floor and walls.
I drink. No. I dropped the 2
Partial
liters.
fingerprints
Just the
recovered
cans,
from the trophy base reveal a potential link.
2 liters. I end up drinking more.
They may have touched it during or after.
Because you know you gotta drink it fast before it goes
to
flat.
the storage room, most of the drag marks in the elevator were cleaned. Could the building's janitorial staff have been involved in this?
Our initial investigation has yielded compelling evidence, colleagues. The forensic narrative is taking shape, but crucial pieces remain elusive. The blood spatter patterns tell a story of rage, yet the precision of the body's relocation suggests methodical planning. Select our final investigative focus. Focus on Peter Schmidt's security access, technical expertise analysis. Investigate Lawrence Chen's connections, physical combat expertise evaluation.
Okay, yo, I might be going on a hinge, but I think it's the Chinese motherfucker that did this. Since the Chinese motherfucker got all the money, he framing the other poor ass niggas.
The investigation reveals that Schmidt deliberately falsified his security credentials, granting himself unauthorized access to restricted areas of the building. This calculated move allowed him to bypass standard protocols and avoid detection, further implicating him in the premeditated nature of the crime. His actions suggest prior knowledge of the building's vulnerabilities. Schmidt's locker contains the victim's missing personal items. This discovery directly links him to the crime scene. Evidence of premeditated security system tampering. Investigators believe the plan was set in motion days before the murder. Schmidt's phone contains detailed messages and notes outlining the victim's daily routine, including meeting schedules, meal times, and regular routes through the building. This level of surveillance suggests that Schmidt had been closely monitoring the victim for a long time, carefully planning his movements. The discovery of this information further strengthens the case against Schmidt, revealing his calculated and methodical approach to crime. Blood found on Schmidt's hand immediately raises suspicions, suggesting his direct involvement in the violent confrontation. Chen's company files reveal a covert takeover attempt aiming to force Blackwood out of the market.
Oh wait, Chen ain't Chinese? Is that Chen, the white
shows
man?
Chen entering the building via the underground parking garage, bypassing the main entrance, raising suspicions. The timing of his entry matches the victim's last known movements. Strong evidence has emerged that Chen deliberately destroyed the victim's business records in an attempt to conceal critical information. Forensic analysis of the data
See, now
reveals
it
a
gotta
pattern
be
of
Chen,
deliberate
yo. I ain't gonna
interference,
lie, I'm
including
kind
the
of
deletion of emails,
now I'm
contracts,
uncertain
and
because Schmidt
financial
did have
statements.
blood on his
The
hand,
destruction of these records
but
appears
I'm
to have
still
been
going
a
for Chen.
calculated move by Chen to protect his own interests. Chen's DNA has been definitively confirmed through forensic analysis
Yeah,
of
look,
crime scene samples,
let's see,
linking
Chen's
him directly
DNA.
to the location of the victim's death.
See, now one thing they did say, Schmidt had blood on his hands, but it wasn't the victim's. See now, but they have Chen's direct DNA on the site. They also have Schmidt's DNA, but it isn't blood. It's a clothing piece. That man 100% got
Delgado's
framed.
financial records show significant losses due to failed investments and mounting debt. Stolen files could provide significant leverage to allow the victim to collaborate with business partners and enemies. Delgado could manipulate key players using sensitive information. Building cameras revealed Delgado entering the executive floor without authorization.
So
and the
Delgado
timing of his
too
presence
is an employee,
aligns
is
with
kind of
key
crazy.
events surrounding the murder. Surveillance footage shows him entering the area at a critical window when the victim was likely still alive. Several important pieces of evidence were uncovered in Delgado's car trunk, including items that appeared to have a direct connection to the crime scene. The findings included personal items belonging to the victim and tools that could have been used in the murder. These items
Okay,
not
see
only
now
raise
that
suspicions about
just makes me
Delgado's
think it's
involvement,
Chen,
but
y'all.
also suggest premeditation,
Cause
as
like
they point to possible
there's
planning and
motive
preparation
behind
prior
Chen,
to the
and the
crime.
only evidence is blood.
Financial records
But the
reveal
other
Delgado
two are
transferred
just way
funds
too messy.
from the office safe to cover gambling debts.
Damn, bro.
Delgado faces certain prosecution for theft, but Detective Park's suspicions deepen as evidence connects him to the crime scene.
Oh yeah. I'm on these two, but Schmidt can't be it. This man is like everything that's on Schmidt. He has motive, but all the things, you know, I doubt it was him. Over a job is kind of crazy. See now, this is like the same as Schmidt, but he has more reason. But you know, Chen.
Dr. Vaughn's detailed analysis
going
shows
on,
the
Chen?
killer was skilled, yet emotionally involved in the brutal and personal attack. The forensic team's analysis of trace evidence and biochemical markers creates a timeline of events. The final forensic review combines detailed physical evidence with behavioral analysis. Dr. Vaughn's team will examine the various elements of the crime scene, including wound patterns, to uncover whether the actions of the perpetrator suggest a personal connection to the victim. This connection may reveal motives rooted in emotions or personal grievances, which go beyond the apparent financial or professional factors.
Fellow investigator, the Thomas Blackwood case presents us with one of the most intriguing forensic puzzles I've encountered. Our extensive analysis
Tell me why the fuck
led us
this
to
game
three
reminds me like
potential
Darman,
perpetrators,
like a
each
Darman
with
video.
compelling
It's kind of
evidence
crazy.
both for and against their guilt. The physical evidence tells multiple stories: precise blunt force trauma patterns, sophisticated security breaches, and a complex web of financial motives. But as any experienced forensic investigator knows,
Bruh, the
the
freaking
truth often
subtitles
hides in
just
the
cut off.
details
What
we
the
least
fuck?
expect. Key technical observations: blunt force trauma indicating both rage and precision, complex security system interference, blood spatter patterns suggesting close-range attack, evidence of premeditated planning, crucial timing of events between 2130 and 2200. Looking at our suspects: Peter Schmidt, former security chief access, knowledge, and a vendetta; Lawrence Chen, rival executive physical capability and corporate motive; Maria Delgado, defrauded client, financial ruin, and personal vengeance. The evidence before us tells a story, investigator.
Yeah, no.
One of these three individuals committed this murder. The forensic evidence
It's gotta
makes
be
that
Chen.
certain. But which one truly fits all the pieces of our puzzle?
So I already gotta choose. Or do I?
In the end, the truth was unmistakable. The killer was Peter Schmidt, the recently fired security chief. His
The fuck
was
do you
revenge,
mean it was Peter
fueled by
Schmidt?
humiliation and the financial ruin that followed his dismissal. The evidence was there all along. His access card, used after his termination date. The security systems tampered with by someone who knew them intimately. And the surveillance blackout that coincided perfectly with the time of death. Schmidt's knowledge of the building's blind spots allowed him to strike swiftly, leaving little trace behind. As for the others, Lawrence Chen may have had a motive, but the timing of his boxing training and the lack of access to security systems ruled him out. The fibers from his office were a misdirection, planted to frame him. Maria Delgado had motive and opportunity, but her whereabouts were confirmed by multiple witnesses.
Chan's blood is at the scene. This motherfucker got money. What do you mean it wasn't him?
In the end, only Schmidt possessed the combination of access, knowledge, and range necessary to carry out the murder with such brutal efficiency. His actions were not just a
like this game just threw out a quarter of all the evidence out of the fucking window.
Justice, however delayed, had finally caught up to him.
Like, bruh. Is this it? Is this the whole game? Oh no, there's 3 more parts to this game. Yeah, because we click Peter Schmidt and there's 2 other parts. Is my game fucking broken or what? Why is this shit not loading? There we go. Alright, well. I got this one wrong.
The lifeless body of investigative journalist Elena Marlowe was found abandoned on a deserted forest path by morning joggers at exactly 6:43. What started as a routine morning quickly turned into a horrific scene. Initial crime scene analysis reveals that the victim suffered multiple stab wounds. There are obvious drag marks in the forest soil and signs that the body was moved after the autopsy. The victim's press credentials indicate that she worked for the European Chronicle. Strangely, her name was not found on the final investigation notes or listed at the scene, raising questions about whether key details were overlooked or deliberately erased. The coroner's estimate of the time of death put the murder at some point the previous night between 10 p.m. and 1 a.m. Rain had washed away much of the trace evidence, making it difficult for investigators to identify footprints. Officers found evidence in Elena's apartment, including her laptop containing deleted files linked to controversial real estate investigations. Phone records analysis shows multiple calls to an unlisted number in the 48 hours preceding her death. The final call lasted precisely 12 minutes and ended at 9:47 p.m., potentially her last communication before the murder. The murder weapon, a knife, was recovered from the scene stained with blood, indicating that the body had been dragged approximately 50 feet through dense forest, demonstrating not only the physical strength of the killer, but also a calculated effort to stage the crime. Toxicology reports have been reviewed by the police team. They detect only caffeine and a mild anxiety medication in Elena's system. Surveillance footage shows a dark-colored SUV entering the forest access road at 11:15 a.m. and leaving at 12:20 a.m. 3 primary suspects emerge. Marcus Reinhardt, a prominent developer, Sarah Jensen, a rival journalist, and Victor Petrov,
so we got
a local...
We have 3 different paths.
Bro, excuse me? Why the game just cutting off the fucking evidence like that, bro?
How we understand the case.
Oh my god.
Our decision now is crucial.
Y'all, the fucking $2 I spent on this game, I could have bought some liquid Dividium sometimes.
This might help us uncover suspects, motives, or hidden.
How you gonna cut up the fucking suspects, bro? I was trying to read what the fuck it was. This game just be freezing, bro. What type of editing bullshit is this?
Through physical clues. The third path is to examine the victim's recent writings. This might give us insight into their state of mind, relationships, or possible threats.
Well, never mind. We can read right here. The developer, the environmentalist, activist, and the rival journalist. So, she's a journalist herself, right?
Intelligence report show Marcus Reinhardt's company was the main target of Elena's investigation, exposing practices that threatened his business. Financial records reveal Reinhardt's company lost 2.3 million euros after Elena's expose on illegal land deals, giving him a strong motive for silencing her. Police surveillance documented Reinhardt entering his office at 10:30 p.m. on the night of the murder and leaving at 11:45 p.m., placing him at a critical time. Partial tire tracks found in the dirt at the crime scene match those of Reinhardt's car, and the distinctive tread pattern suggests his vehicle may have left tracks near the murder scene. This discovery strengthens the link between Reinhardt and the crime, suggesting he may have been at the location. Cell tower data positions Reinhardt's phone near the woods at the estimated time of death. Background check reveals previous assault charges dropped under suspicious circumstances, raising further questions about Reinhardt's past and possible connections to violent behavior. Enhanced blood spatter analysis indicates the assailant was right-handed and approximately 5'11" SAR, -6, 1 inch tall. The precision of the wounds suggests someone with physical strength and weapons. Soil samples from the scuff mark contain traces of industrial fertilizers, unusual for the forest area, suggesting the killer may have tracked them in from another location. Fiber analysis identifies synthetic materials, consistent with high-end outdoor camping equipment. These specialized fibers suggest the perpetrator may have connections to wilderness activities or environmental. Partial fingerprints from Elena's press badge match records in the environmental activist database.
Like, bruh, this game, I don't even know anymore. I'm done lost.
DNA analysis of organic material under Elena's fingernails reveals male chromosomal markers. This crucial evidence confirms a physical struggle occurred, and the victim managed to collect biological evidence from her attacker, offering a vital lead in identifying the perpetrator.
Male chromosome
the microscopic
markers?
Bits of wood in Elena's clothes match a particular type of timber used in eco-friendly construction.
Alright, so since it's male fucking DNA, why the fuck we looking into this lady?
Elena's notes contain repeated references to the initials, quote, S.J., quote, alongside information about a rival newspaper. The proximity of these notations suggests a professional connection that warrants deeper investigation. Draft articles discovered on Elena's devices expose her journalistic misconduct at rival publications. These unpublished works point to professional conflicts that may have led to retaliation. Email records show threatening messages sent to Elena from anonymous accounts. Linguistic analysis of these communications suggests jealousy and personal animosity from someone familiar with journalistic practices.
You know, I ain't gonna lie, I think
Elena's
this lady's
calendar
just a
marked
bitch.
meeting
She
with
ain't no
Sarah
murderer.
J., scheduled for the night of the murder.
Ain't no way it's her.
The disappointment creates a direct link between the rival journalist and Elena's final hours, raising significant questions. Voice analysis of anonymous calls to Elena matches Sarah Jensen's speech patterns, establishing a strong link between the rival journalist and the threatening communications prior to the murder.
Alright, at this point, y'all, I want to say it's Marcus, but a lot of the evidence is going towards this fucker right here. The environmental
tip gives specific details about the knife that matched the wounds, suggesting inside knowledge or possible involvement in the crime. Store records reveal multiple customers recently purchasing similar knives. The sales data creates a narrow timeline and potential suspect pool, though the commonality of the weapon complicates definitive identification. Further analysis of the purchase locations and payment methods could help pinpoint the buyer.
Okay.
CCTV footage from the store captures a buyer engaging in suspicious behavior. Their attempts to hide their identity and pay in cash suggest premeditation, indicating they were aware of potential investigation methods and tried to avoid being traced. Forensic analysis confirms the knife matches Elena's wounds. with distinctive serrations linking it to the camp store's items. The knife's sharpness and deliberate force suggest a recent purchase and intentional harm, indicating the killer's clear intent. This evidence strengthens the case against the suspect, pointing to a calculated and premeditated attack.
We've gathered critical evidence in our initial investigation. Now we must pursue the most promising lead with determination. Each potential suspect represents a complex web of motivations and opportunities. Select our final investigative target. Focused investigation on Marcus Reinhardt. Follow Victor Petrov lead. Investigate Sarah Jensen.
Okay. So is it that motherfucker, this motherfucker, or the other motherfucker? I mean, we ain't deciding yet, but you know, we get to choose who we're gonna focus up on. I mean, let's just focus up on this dude right here.
The police raid the eco camp to capture Petrov, who tries to escape through hidden paths. Secret camera footage reveals that Petrov had been following the victim for a long time. The police team, tracing clues, sets out to capture Petrov and uncover the truth behind the incident.
Wait, so what were we
uncovers
arresting,
stolen
bro?
investigation documents in Petrov's car, directly linking him to the crime. The documents reveal sensitive information, strengthening the case against him and pointing to his involvement in silencing the journalist. Petrov's account of his whereabouts and the night of the incident is scrutinized, revealing contradictions, leading to his arrest for further interrogation. A hidden weapon is found among Petrov's camping gear. Fingerprints and ballistic analysis provide new clues that may change the investigation.
Okay, so we know Victor's already a damn murderer. That's
Detailed
something.
financial investigation uncovers Reinhardt's network of fake companies for money laundering and criminal activity. A search warrant uncovers bloody clothing in Reinhardt's office safe, indicating his attempt to conceal evidence and his desperation to hide his involvement in the crime. DNA analysis confirms the blood on the hidden clothing is Elena Marlowe's, establishing a clear link between Reinhardt and the murder. When confronted with the evidence, Reinhardt attempts to flee apprehension. His desperate escape effort reflects consciousness of guilt and provides investigators with additional behavioral evidence.
This man already is a criminal. You know?
Electronic evidence reveals Reinhardt's detailed, premeditated plan for Elena's murder, clearly confirming his motive, careful preparation, and execution.
Oh, this one has to be Marcus.
The investigation into Sarah Jensen reveals a history of plagiarism and journalistic misconduct. Jensen's laptop contains copied drafts of Marlowe's unpublished work. The stolen IP suggests both motivation and prior unauthorized access to Elena's research, and provides a link to the murdered journalist. Security footage shows Jensen threatening Marlowe on the night of the murder, undermining his alibi and placing him near Elena during the critical hours. GPS data shows Jensen visiting a wooded area matching the crime scene, creating a clear timeline that places him at Elena's murder site. Forensic analysis reveals Elena Marlowe's blood on Jensen's car bumper, providing direct evidence linking him to the murder.
Bro, see now, why is everybody's blood right there?
Forensic analysis that synthesizes evidence from all lines of investigation. Multiple trace elements reveal a complex murder scenario in which intertwined variables suggest a highly calculated perpetrator. Forensic experts cross-reference physical and digital evidence using advanced analysis. Findings reveal hidden connections and potential collaborations. An integrated review of the evidence reveals multiple corroborating forensic indicators from different angles. The analysis narrows down the suspects. Now, faced with the weight of evidence, the detectives prepare to decide which of the three suspects is the murderer.
The Elena Marlowe.
I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I don't know who the fuck it is. And this music is getting loud. This game better lower that shit.
Construction reveals three possible perpetrators, each with compelling motivations
I can't even lower it down. Game of damn hole.
Key technical observations. Right-handed assailant profile. Height 170 to 180 centimeters. Complex forensic trace evidence. Multiple, many possible motivational vectors. Overlapping indirect indicators. Can you see through the lies? Potential killers.
Oh wait, they did say at the beginning that the investigation does have some corrupt motherfuckers. Okay, so now at that point it makes sense that they're trying to plot somebody. So now going off my gut, Marcus, that man, money laundering, you know, he's scheming. So maybe it's him. I don't. It ain't the lady, that's for sure. And I don't know what happened with this guy. It could be him, but I think it's this one. So we going with
Marcus
this dude.
Reinhardt seemed like the perfect killer.
Yeah,
Millions missing.
bro.
A motive as clear as broken glass. But perfection in murder is rare. By the time Elena Marlowe published her revelation,
I was fucking wrong again, bro.
The developer's world was falling apart. $2.3 million was gone, along with the investigation report, and Reinhardt's reputation was in tatters. His car matched the tire tracks at the crime scene, and cell phone tower data placed his phone.
If it's the lady, I'm deleting this game and we finna go play another one. I don't want to play no more of this. I'm done with this crap if it's the fucking girl, bro. You tell me there's male DNA on top of the fucking lady. If it's her, I don't know.
To destroy everything he had built. Yet something was wrong. The evidence was neatly arranged, like a staged performance. A sophisticated developer would not risk everything for such a watchable murder. The crime scene suggested a more personal, passionate murder.
He wouldn't risk everything while he actively commits money laundering and everything under the sun.
There was no direct physical evidence tying him to Elena's death.
Bro, there was blood at the crime scene.
Contained more shadows than definitive evidence. A professional like Reinhardt would have had more elaborate methods to neutralize a threat. Sometimes the most obvious suspect is nothing more than an elaborate illusion. The forest holds its secrets, and Elena Marlowe's real killer may be watching us right now openly. The hunt is on, investigator.
Oh, so y'all ain't gonna tell me who it is? Ain't no way y'all ain't gonna tell me who the fuck it is, bruh. Y'all just gonna leave me hanging? Bro. Excuse me. There the game goes bugging out. Bro, that's stupid. It didn't. Y'all, we skipping it. We skipping it. I need to know who it is.
Detailed a search DNA when electronic.
Feels like, bro. If it's the girl.
Marcus Reinhardt.
Oh my God! I didn't mean to click this. Skip all this crap. Skip.
Intelligence, financial, partial, cell tower background check.
Okay,
an anonymous store, CCTV, forensic, and Dr. Heinrich, forensic and integrated.
The Elena key technical potential killer.
All right, y'all. Okay, so it doesn't matter who we pick, because if it's not one of them, it's the other.
Marcus Reinhardt seemed like the perfect killer. Millions missing. A motive as clear as his car. Yet.
Why are we getting the same fucking cutscene? Bro.
Intelligent financial cell background. Intelligent financial police partial cell tower background chip.
This game is fucking ass. This game is fucking ass, bro.
An integrated
potential killer. Marcus Reinhardt seemed like the perfect killer. Millions missing. A motive as clear as broken glass.
Okay, so you just told me that I was wrong about the killer, but you don't even know who the killer is? Bro. Alright, stream. We're done. I'm gonna stop.